Welcome back to the Tracie Trendy Show, my lovelies. Another day, another dollar, and another deep clean. We are going to scour this episode up and down, my loves. Woo, and it's a lot. Let's start off with Savannah and Jake. Just to give you a refresher, Savannah was told by Jake to bring up his friend Tim and talk to him. But Tim just met her and just like, oh, he wasn't feeling all the questions that she was answering, and he left. So she rings up Jake to tell him, hey, your friend kind of just stepped out. And Jake acts brand new and unbothered, even though he told her that would be the friend. And mind you, my loves, this was the friend that he recommended, and he didn't have any recollection of Savannah. I mean, how long have they been dating? And they haven't. He hasn't mentioned Savannah. Of course, Tim and Jake probably haven't kept in touch. I don't think they kept in touch. Moving on, she goes on. Savannah says, "Well, that was non-eventful, so she needs some more drama." So she decides to ring up Jake's mom for a surprise visit since she's just in the neighborhood. Well, my loves, Jake's mom didn't take the bait. In fact, she didn't pick up the phone. So when Savannah tells Jake all of this, he says, that's on you, boo, and how creepy and stalkerish you look. He goes on to say that he has settled in the reality that he has 5 more years on his 35-year sentence. And you know what? He's good. He's good. Don't do more for me. And, so Savannah, she goes on with her tail between her legs. She rings up the one friend she got, Kaylin. I assume that's the one friend because we haven't seen any friends. So she tells Kaylin all this news. And while she's telling her this, my loves, guess who rings her up? Jake. And this gives a perfect opportunity for Kaylin to interview or just ask some questions. And Jake was flat out honest. He was honest. He's honest. And he sounds like the most mature convict ever. He didn't blow any smoke up anybody's butt. He just says that, hey, once I get out, I want to physically explore women. A lot of them. A lot. Never said Savannah. So, that seems reasonable. He was 19 when he was locked up and he spent 30 years. And at that point, it would be 35 years. So he needs some oats to sow, or he has them to sow. As Kaylin tells Savannah, that doesn't look good for her. But Savannah, my love, she reaches into the depths of her denial and magically finds solace in the fact that she thought she heard him say that he maybe want to sleep with these women. Maybe. I'm like, girl, if you don't move on and don't wait for this man for 5 years, you're going to miss your salad years. You need to go on and just fix yourself up, pull it up by the bootstraps and move on. Because my goodness. All right, I'm taking notes. Let's look at my note. We're up to Jade and Chris. Now, Jade is still reeling over the fact that Chris told her, everything's in my name. And then Jade is feeling a certain kind of way. She says, if this doesn't work out, he's going to kick me to the curb. You think? That's all the women he's had in the past is kind of what he happens. And one had gifts for him. So let's keep in mind, loves, that the $12,000 that he gets doesn't have to go for child support or alimony. No court can make it go to alimony or child support. Child support and alimony, that is a tribunal thing that they have to take up with the tribe. So Jades Sister asked her, did she try to get things in her name? And she said she tried, but Chris said that he was paying, so his name should go on everything. And Jade said that Chris told her if they divorced, they would just split everything 50-50. And her sister said his word isn't legally binding, and let's face it, she's putting everything on the faith of a convict's word. The real fact is that Florida is not a community property state. So that means no 50-50. So good luck with trying to get half, Jade. Now, Jade admits that if she was financially stable, she would check Chris more. But as I said, he pays the cost to be the boss. So she is at his mercy if he screws her over. And Jade just, she's playing her little violin. She feels taken advantage of, and Chris doesn't know that, her life was on hold for so many years while she's married to him and living the life of Riley. And I'm like, she even says she'll be homeless. And I'm like, no, you can get a job. And her sister tells her to hatch a plan and buy some expensive stuff that she can resell if he kicks her to the curb. No, don't listen to that. I mean, you're only going to get a hooker's cut of the resale value. You need to put everything in your mama's name and to store some cash somewhere, not, some cold cash. Lock it away in a safe place and put everything in your mama's name and buy some property in your name if you can. Now, that's my suggestion. Moving on to Tisha and Keith. Now, Tish, she wants everyone to know that she's not here for these baby mamas and she's too prissy to deal with local hoes who want to come for her man. She doesn't fear the ones that are outside the area code, but the ones that's too close, they're too close for comfort. And her daughter Nariah is over her mom's bird-like behavior. She has seen the ways these men have handled her mom, and she's not about to entertain them on the phone, no matter how much Tisha chuckles and chucks, for her to come talk on the phone. That lets me know and have good faith that Nariah will not repeat the cycle. There is a God. Now let's hope the youngest daughter takes heed because she's very impressionable and she loves her mom as she should, but she's soaking up all this bird-like behavior. I hope the daughter kind of gets out of it as she gets older. Like in the meantime, Keith's aunt fears that once Keith gets out, he'll attract a lot of money since he was the honey trap when he, before the time he got locked up. Now let's hope the $15,000 ring that Tish bought for herself will scare away all of the women. Moving on to Britt and Karok. Karok surprises Britt with a tough steak on a Barbie and $300 to buy something for the house. Now, Britt needs to stop putting money on Karok's book. She puts $100 a week. She needs to keep that money and that $300 and store it away and hatch a plan and leave this foolishness. She's young and naive. Leave the foolishness. Save your money. Now, I don't know, she's too impressionable to allow a person from prison to run her life. And did you guys catch Karok catching the attitude when their mutual friend told Britt that Karok got into a fight? Karok said it wasn't true, but why would a friend lie on something like that? One thing we did learn is that Karok was wise enough to put his money into a laundromat and not a rap career. Moving on to Renika and Asanta. Renika drives her big bird ass hours in anticipation of meeting her man. She rings him up just to find out that his phone that was never disconnected to receive messages that money was on the way, is disconnected the first time ever since they've been in a relationship. Renika, the grand bird, is flustered. She pulls over to make some calls just to find out that Asana has been released the day before. She can't believe her ears. She keeps repeating the question. They keep answering the same question. Giving the same response. Yes. Now, Renika shouldn't have told Asana she had no more money because Asana is out and about in those Georgia streets making it do what it do. Renika rings up a number that Asana gave her. It's supposed to be a family member. But lo and behold, that is a lie. She calls her sister, who pretty much says she told her so, and get her butt back to Kentucky. However, Renika needs to take this foolishness to this highest mountaintop of foolishness. She wants to meet Asanta. Maybe if she goes back to the meeting spot that they were supposed to meet today, that he'll be there today. She thinks he's going to show up the day he said he was, even though he was released the day before. But anyway, my loves, make it make sense. Make it make sense. This was very grimy, dirty episode. These too many birds doing foolishness. Savannah and Jake. Who's winning in that episode? Who's winning in that scenario? Jake. And, Jake needs to say it's over. He probably has, but Savannah just won't let him go. Jake is winning. Jade and Chris? Jade is winning because she's got a little, she's got the life of Raleigh for now. So one on one, 1-1. Jade, non-cons and cons. Tisha and Keith. Keith is winning, even though he buys her little, supposedly sending her flowers and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah. But I would say Keith is winning. And Britt and Carol. But you know what? How did she spent the $15,000 on a credit card? She bought that ring, and her credit ain't that good. I don't know where. I don't know who that credit card was. Hope it wasn't a client's. Okay, but I think Keith is winning, so we're 2-1 cons. Britt and Carol. I say Karoka's winning. So 3-1 non-con. 3-1 cons. Renika and Asanta. Of course, Asana is winning. And so we're at 4-1. So the cons are winning again, my love, this episode. Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. All right, my loves. There you have it. That's the low down dirt. Dang it, is foolishness. God golly. Woo! Well, at least I could give it to Jake. He did tell Savannah, hey, I'm going to roll like this when I get out. He didn't play on any of that Santa shit. Okay, he didn't do that. So, what do you guys think? Subscribe if you have not subscribed. My loves, what's holding you back. You're not going to get this commentary anywhere else. So make sure that notification bell is on lockdown. Make sure it's on lockdown, my loves, as well as sharing care if you dare, and drop a line below. Let's continue this party down below. Let's talk about this. All right, I'll check you all out on the flip side. Later for now.